The entire room fell silent the moment he stepped inside. Welcome to Celeb World Insight. At a recent high-profile TIRTIR event, something remarkable unfolded that had nothing to do with the products on display. The focus shifted entirely to one individual, Kim Taehyung. From the second he entered the venue, an electric charge swept through the crowd of A-list guests and seasoned industry professionals. But what happened next was something nobody was prepared for. His arrival in a sharp brown suit commanded an immediate and palpable shift. Influencers and celebrities were caught on camera instinctively placing a hand over their hearts, their expressions shifting from casual to completely captivated. The air was thick with a stunned silence, punctuated only by the frantic clicking of cameras. It was as if his very presence created a gravitational pull that was impossible to ignore. One of the most iconic moments came as he paused before the brand's massive red logo. The lighting cast a perfect glow on his profile, and photographers scrambled, realizing they were witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime shot. His appeal wasn't just something you saw. It was a physical sensation that left everyone momentarily breathless. His visuals aren't just seen, they're felt. Even fellow Korean artists, accustomed to beauty, seemed visibly shaken. Some were seen covering their mouths, whispering in disbelief to their teams. A well-known female singer averted her gaze, a blush instantly coloring her cheeks the moment his eyes met hers. This fleeting interaction was captured by onlookers and spread across the internet within minutes. And the reactions from global stars were just as intense. International influencers from the US to Japan took to social media, posting sentiments like, "I think I forgot how to breathe," and "How is this level of beauty even possible?" Many confessed to a physical reaction, hands trembling as they watched him strike a simple pose. The effect was a universal language of awe. Then he smiled. It was brief, but it transformed the entire energy of the room. A beauty content creator was filmed gripping her friend's arm, suppressing a gasp while repeatedly uttering, "Oh my God!" That single gentle smile broke the tension, replacing it with a wave of audible admiration and wonder. But how could one person's smile cause such a collective reaction? The impact wasn't limited to fans. It extended to his peers. Established male models were observed standing frozen, their eyes locked on him, one visibly swallowing hard. Jokes circulated online that it was the first time these confident professionals had ever felt a flicker of insecurity. A simple gesture, like adjusting his necklace, became a cinematic event. Guests in the front row exchanged wide-eyed glances, as if silently confirming they had all witnessed a perfect, almost scripted moment. It felt less like a live event and more like a scene from a meticulously crafted film. Some overseas attendees described him as a living work of art, a figure whose symmetry and presence seemed almost unreal. A Japanese influencer famously called him a masterpiece that surpasses animated ideals. He is beauty personified. Meanwhile, veteran artists watched with knowing, proud smiles. They nodded slowly, recognizing an innate star quality, a raw charisma that cannot be manufactured or styled. It radiated from his posture, his movements, and his intense gaze. So, what is the source of this undeniable aura? As he moved to another part of the venue, a ripple of whispers trailed him. Phrases like, "Is he even human?" could be overheard. Even the event's security and staff couldn't maintain their professional masks, breaking into smiles as he passed. One particularly dramatic scene unfolded as the main lights lowered, leaving a soft red backlight that framed his silhouette. The shadow his profile cast was so striking that attendees immediately reached for their personal phones, capturing an image that looked like a promotional poster for a major motion picture. The emotional responses were extreme. One influencer was so overwhelmed she began to cry, stating she felt completely unprepared to be in the same space. Her voice shook as she struggled to find words, her friend equally emotional beside her. Why does his presence evoke such a powerful, visceral response? Senior figures noted how the room's atmosphere was fundamentally altered by one man's entrance. They spoke of him carrying a victorious energy, a rare trait that commands respect. Every step he took blended confidence with a disarming warmth. A famous fashion stylist present marveled at the synergy between his attire and the event's red theme, a combination that accentuated his complexion and sharp features. "He's like a portrait come to life," they remarked. The duality of his expressions was captivating. His stoic, mysterious look sent heart rate soaring, while his warm smile could melt the room into a state of gentle comfort. This contrast left many onlookers in a state of silent captivation, able only to watch and record. Typically vibrant young artists were noticeably quiet that evening. Later, on their own platforms, they admitted to being rendered speechless. One actress posted, "My mind went completely blank. He's on another level." A simple act of placing his hands in his pockets caused a synchronized lean-in from the crowd, all desperate to capture the perfect frame. An international model was heard questioning, "How does standing still become such a powerful statement?" An influencer from Thailand was so stunned she stood motionless for a full minute. When her friend checked on her, she quietly replied, "I have never in my life seen a person this beautiful." Taehyung's appearance was the dominant topic, even during press interviews. Reporters were distracted, murmuring about his unworldly looks and pleading for additional photo opportunities. The TIRTIR organizers themselves were reportedly amazed by the profound effect his attendance had, turning the product launch into a celebration of his iconic status. What does this mean for his future in the global spotlight? As he examined the displays, a trail of admirers followed, documenting his every blink and smile, not wanting to miss a single second from a man they consider a visual legend. Attendees spoke of physical nervousness, with one vlogger showing a video of her own shaking hands. When he turned his gaze directly into a camera lens, photographers nearly stumbled over one another. They knew that shot would become a global sensation in mere moments. And it did, trending worldwide almost instantly. Even celebrities who weren't present commented online, comparing him to the lead in an award-winning epic romance. And his final, genuine smile before exiting became the most replayed moment of the entire event, a blend of sincerity and devastating charm. Every person who walked out that day carried the same thought: Kim Taehyung's beauty is otherworldly. The event became less of a launch and more of a testament to a visual phenomenon that transcends the ordinary, a moment that proved he is an unrepeatable icon in the world of entertainment. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a moment that stunned the industry, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Celeb World Insight for more.